Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategical compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join in the challenge for as little as $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In the previous video we did an update on MMTLP, focusing on FUD and also focusing on the company presentation with regards to Nextbridge and the S1 approval and what the next steps are going forward. So please refer back to the previous video for those updates. In today's video we're also going to be looking at a plan of action. We're going to look at updates for MMTLP as well, so stay tuned for that. We're also going to be focusing on 3 bio stocks that have been making some excellent moves recently, so stay tuned for the 3 bio stocks. Before we make a start, let's have a quick look at what's happening on the heat map in terms of the market. So we can see there is more green than red, and if you have a look at the bottom right hand side, the key sector that is down today is the oil and gas energy sector, and specifically oil has gone down today due to perceived reduced demand from China, so falls in there. But other than that, technology, communication, defense, healthcare, etc. have been making some positive moves. Let's start with the plan of action and order of events going forward and see where we are up to so far. So right now we know the S1 has been filed. It's not been approved. It could be approved any time. It could be even approved this week. So after that, MMTLP is going to be transferred into Nextbridge Hydrocarbons as a placeholder, but Nextbridge Hydrocarbons will be a private company. This has been confirmed by the company as well. There will be a number of people out there on social media who will be stating that this is not possible and it will be a public company trading on the OTC. So again, that's not true. Number 3, Nextbridge is going to have approximately 250 million shares. 165 million will be the ones that we have in MMTLP, and the Nextbridge management team will also have investments and shares in the new company as well. So MMTLP will no longer exist. It will be eliminated from the OTC. Shorts must cover losses. They must cover, and that is where obviously in terms of speculation we could hopefully have a run up. After that, the management team for Nextbridge Hydrocarbons will be fully functional, be fully independent. They will be able to make key decisions, and one of these decisions will be obviously hopefully to transfer the assets to the next highest bidder. This highest bidder could be Mobile, it could be Chevron, it could be Conco, it could be Marathon, it could be obviously an unknown company. And as stated in the previous video, many of these deals involve the highest level of secrecy, so and that's from the buyer and the seller point of view. So hopefully if a buyer is already there, then after the approval or after the Nextbridge management team are able to make an announcement, that should come, hopefully, fingers crossed, fairly soon. The next question I think many people will be looking at is what will happen to the shares and the investment that we will have in the private company Nextbridge Hydrocarbons. So hopefully once a bid has been agreed and accepted, these shares that we have in Nextbridge, which will be a private company, and remember this will not be tradable on a public platform. So once we have an agreed buyer, these shares that we have in MMTLP will be transferred into the form of shares in the new company. So for example, if we have 1 MMTLP share, that could be transferred into 2 shares of company X, 4 shares of company X, 4.5 shares of company X. We don't know. We don't know. It all depends on the valuation. It all depends on the bid. And obviously the intention of the company is to get maximum value. Then finally, once that is done, all of us will then be able to either take cash out, sell out fully, and obviously take our profits, or obviously hold on and ride the shares with the new company, and possibly even take dividends from the new company if it is a significantly large enough company to do so. What I'm now going to do is give a shout out here to Gil, who's asked a common question that many people are still asking, even though I think that this has been answered on a number of occasions. So the question here is, do we need to register our shares with AST by a certain date? What happens if we do not do anything? So first of all, I think the common stance that most people are currently taking is waiting for the S1 approval. Then the brokers will get information, they will get instructions, they will get an update once the S1 is approved. And then I think that will possibly be a good plan of action going forward in terms of what you want to do. What I'm now going to do is look at 3 bio stocks that have been trending downwards for quite a significant amount of time. However, over the previous month, they have made a significant comeback. So let's start by having a look at ticker symbol BNGO, also known as Bio-Nano Genomics. So we're going to start by having a look at the 5-day chart. So on the screen here, you'll see over the previous 5 days, at time of editing, the stock is up an exceptional 47.56, currently trading at $3.62, and fairly recently this was on a 52-week low, trading close to $1 at $1.16. So a tremendous comeback here over the previous week. So let's have a look at how it's done over the previous month. And what's even better here is over the previous month, the stock is up in excess of 126%. So what's the reason for this comeback in ticker symbol BNGO? In terms of the latest developments, what we can see here is the stock forecast also now includes an outperform rating and also a $12 price target, which is obviously significantly higher than previously reported. And we can also see this is 600% higher than current trading levels. So that is exceptionally positive. In terms of the earnings, these were reported quite recently, and the company showed a 73% year-on-year revenue growth, which is exceptional for a bio stock. The company also saw its Sapphire system installed in 196 placements, and long term, I think this is an exceptionally good company for a tremendous hold. The next stock we're going to look at is ticker symbol AQST, also known as Aquestive Therapeutics. This is a stock that has been featured on a number of occasions on the channel. So those of you remember, this stock hit earlier in 2021 a price in excess of $6. It has come down quite significantly from that high in terms of the delay from the FDA, and at one point it was trading close to the 60 cents mark. So let's now have a look at what's going on right now in terms of the chart. So this is a chart for the previous 5 days at time of editing. We can see it is up quite significantly in excess of 72%. Time of editing at $1.67. But more importantly, what's been happening over the previous month, what we can see here, it has certainly been making a strong comeback, and over the previous month it's up in excess of 101%. So what's the reason for this, and what can we expect going forward? First of all, with regard to the news and approval for Libervant, that we still do not have a date, and that could happen at any time. There is no official date in terms of any calendar dates that we've been given. So however, if that gets announced and if that is approved, I do expect the stock to potentially get back to the highs in excess of $6. So that's a catalyst that is currently without a date. So let's have a look at, in terms of detailed analysis, what we can see from an analyst point of view. We can see here in terms of the rating, it is a strong buy. We can also see here in terms of the fundamental analysis, in terms of what's been happening in terms of the chart, that's quite bearish. However, in terms of the stock price, it is going up quite considerably right now. And what we can also see in terms of the analyst rating, if we have a look at here, H.C. Wainwright, I've just put it as a buy and a price target of $6. But I think what's the most bullish one out here is JMP Securities. They've also added it as a buy, but their target price is $17, which is exceptional. Wedbush have a target price of $26. Lake Street Capital, again, reiterated a buy. Target price $7. BMO, lower target, but the lower target is from $18 to $13. So, and the most bearish out of all of these is Royal Bank of Canada, who have a target of $7. So every single one of these targets is going to give a significant upside to where the stock is right now. And the final stock we're going to look at is ticker symbol SENS, also known as Senseonics Holdings Incorporated. So let's have a look at the chart for the previous 5 days. Again, the stock is up quite healthily in excess of 11.98%, so very close to 12% at time of editing, currently trading at $2.15. So let's now have a look at the chart for the previous month. And again, similar to the other two stocks, it has been making an exceptional comeback in terms of what's going on in the markets. It's up in excess of 82%, currently trading at $2.16. So again, let's have a look at what have been the recent developments and latest developments for SENS. In terms of stock analysis for this, we can see overall the analyst rating is a strong buy. We can also see here in terms of the fundamental analysis is slightly bullish. But let's have a look at the latest news. So this is a headline here from August 3rd, 2022 that has been driving this stock forward. The headline here is Senseonics announces a positive coverage decision for Eversense E3 CGM, which is continuous glucose monitoring from Anthem. So this is good news. So the decision adds over 45 million covered lives for Eversense E3 CGM system. So again, this is something that is in the field of diabetes. So further details on the CGM system were also covered in a previous video with detailed due diligence, which you can look at. But again, great news for Senseonics here. Final thing I'm going to do is share with you a review of our weekly watch list. This is something that's shared in advance of trading on the Monday with all the Discord members exclusively. We also have a daily stock alerts watch list there, which is also shared prior to market trading. But let's have a look at some of the stocks that we called out. APDN, in terms of the previous month, it's still up in excess of 300%. There has been a little bit of consolidation. We also called out Plug, that was up in excess of 12% on last week with a chance of a 22% return. We also called out ticker symbol FRZA. The IPO price was $5 and it went up in excess of or close to $15 with a great opportunity there for a 200% return. We called out NKTX, that was up in excess of 15.7% last week. Ticker symbol BYND was down on the week 4%, but there were opportunities to get a 15% return with swing trading certainly there. So NERV, that was down 30% on the week. That was a high risk stock. MRKR dipped on the Monday, then gave a great opportunity for a 26% return. ATNX, that was up 18% Monday to Wednesday. Then there was a news of a public offering which drove that stock down. CPS, again, a great call there, 27% up on the week. BNSO was another call, high risk bio stock, and we had a 76% return there on the Thursday. GovX still down, still up in excess of 263% on the month, but the monkeypox stocks have been having a little bit of a pullback. CVNA was also up 11% on the week. Megal, we've seen that has been up in excess of 100% today, but last Monday it was also up in excess of 100%. In terms of the return, but since then it has come down quite significantly. So if you'd like to get advanced notification of all our watch lists prior to trading, you can join the Discord for as little as $9 a month. Not all calls are successful, but certainly we've been doing well so far. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.